Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Navigating the Periphery. My name is Deborah, and this is my son, Philip.
Hello.
How is everyone doing today? If you're into what we're doing on this channel, you guys know what to do. We want to try and get our message out there and try to reach and help as many people as we can. Navigating the Periphery, we are trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis one show at a time. If you know anyone who could benefit from watching our channel, please help spread the word.
Remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You guys and gals are not alone. We are here.
We are. So, Philip, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today, Mom. How are you doing?
I am doing great. And I'm excited to discuss today's topic. But first, a quick disclaimer. We are not medical doctors.
No, we are not. Our channel is for information and education purposes only. And I'm speaking to you guys out there, which is you, from my personal life experience with OCD, GAD, and my schizoaffective disorder. So please refer to our full disclaimer at the end of this video and every episode that we put out. So, Mom, take it away.
I will. Today, we are going to navigate the periphery of insight when you have a mental illness.
And in my case, it is regard to my schizoaffective diagnosis.
Yes. Insight refers to a person's awareness and understanding of their illness and its symptoms. Insight can vary widely in individuals with schizoaffective disorder, much like in schizophrenia or mood disorders, and plays a crucial role in how well someone manages their condition. There is nothing specific or unique to individuals that suffer from mental illness when it comes to the notion of lacking insight. Everyone lacks insight sometimes, and there can be a variety of reasons why. Not only that, sometimes accusations of lacking insight are much more about the accuser than the accused. This is especially notable in the context of so-called mental illness, where claiming someone is mentally ill is itself generally an expression of lacking insight. We covered this topic briefly in episodes number 23 on anosognosia and episode number 34, the 3 A's, certain negative symptoms with schizoaffective disorder. And we will link to those videos. We will leave a link to those videos in the description box below. We will discuss a couple variables that are specific to lack of insight to one's mental illness.
A huge problem with the lack of insight is awareness. We are not always aware of how our body is functioning, whether our mental state is different from how it usually would be, or what the consequences are of particular choices. This is standard to humanity. So a big factor here is not how aware someone is independently, but more how aware someone is about specific things and as compared to mainstream culture.
Low awareness can be an issue no matter what the person or circumstance. But when social expectations conflict with our own operating assumptions, there can be friction or danger. We tend to be under the impression, at least in Western societies, that there is an objective reality, and anything we refer to as mental illness is a disconnection from that reality in one way or another. This is quite untrue, as we are all participating in our individual subjective realities, and we differentiate mental illness based on popularity, not anything objective.
This perspective touches on an important philosophical view of mental health. That our understanding of what is normal or healthy is shaped largely by what we see around us and what we deem as normal. In this view, mental illness is less about a clear-cut line between healthy and unhealthy minds, and more about how an individual's experiences and behaviors align or don't align with what is accepted by society. In doing this channel, we are trying to break the stigma of this way of thinking.
Definitely. The next thing is perspective. Not everyone sees or interprets experiences in the same way. Instead of acknowledging that differences in opposition can be equally genuine, mainstream society frequently refers to them as a lack of insight. These are societal expectations known as normative judgments, which are founded on enculturated norms and beliefs. It would be counterproductive to view differences in perspective as being fundamentally lacking in insight. Neither theists nor atheists inherently lack insight. Neither authoritarians nor anarchists, or more simply, neither chocolate lovers or vanilla fans. While discussing the usefulness of specific belief systems is legitimate, we are unable to evaluate an external belief system using its own measures. Instead, we're attempting to gauge other people's belief systems using our own, which is unique and will not have the same values, methods, or conclusions of others.
Sometimes our level of awareness comes down to our education and environment. Much of what we are aware of depends on having been taught how to be aware and what awareness means in a context. There can be dimensions of our experiences or patterns or other highly relevant details that go unseen by some people because nobody ever took the time to sit down with them and help them learn how to perceive those things and how to foster an ongoing awareness.
This is particularly true for conditions that deviate further from what society considers to be normal daily life, such as mania, psychosis, or even depression. Even when we teach people about anger, empathy, or equity, they are often not taught about the things to be mindful of in such situations. People can make better choices and demonstrate more insight when they have the support and background education to do so.
Now, I had the right support, upbringing, and education, and I still had lack of insight. I had no idea I was experiencing psychosis, so what I want to say is, it's definitely different for everyone. Feeling guilty about a lack of insight into your mental illness is more common than many realize. Insight, again, which is the ability to recognize and understand your own mental illness, can fluctuate. You may feel frustrated or guilty when you look back and realize that, at times, you didn't fully grasp the impact of your symptoms on yourself or others. This is an understandable, though difficult, part of living with mental illness.
Gaining insight is often gradual. It's a gradual, hard-earned process. Celebrate what you've gained, this awareness now, and remember that awareness is a journey, not a destination. Try to accept where you are. Mental illness is not linear, and moments of insight may ebb and flow. Each stage of understanding can serve a purpose, and it's okay if your awareness evolves. It's entirely normal to feel guilty or regretful when reflecting on times of poor insight. Try to view these moments not as failures, but as stages of your journey. Embracing growth means allowing yourself to be imperfect, and that acceptance can ultimately help you manage your mental health with greater compassion and strength.
And always remember, everyone, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You are not alone.
We are here.
We are here.
And we are trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis one show at a time. So until our next episode coming really soon, hopefully Philip will not continue to lack insight.
Or you too.
Or me too. We all lack insight occasionally. But please, take care. Leave your thoughts and comments below. And until we see you on our next episode coming really soon, take care for now. Have a great evening. Bye.